Food is not something you mess around with. Food is really important, and focusing on nutrition. Nutrition is important from the time a child is born.
Welcome to another exciting, happy episode of Humans on Happiness. I'm happy that we've got a medical professional as a happy human today. Very excited and privileged, rather, to welcome on our show Dr. Ali, all the way from Birmingham in the UK.
I went through medical school in the UK, and I'm a general practitioner or a primary care doctor here in the UK.
Understanding how our physical health, our diet, all of those chemical and biologically related things has a significant impact on our levels of happiness. Now, moving to the second part, food. They say food
Right.
is the way to a human being's heart, being politically correct. And food is the thing that brings people together, can make you happy. And we've heard that, right? During stressful times, people jump for the chocolate, people jump for alcohol, people jump for anything that helps them as a stress buster. Tell me something, does food and a good diet help with happiness?
Look, there's no doubt, food plays an essential role in our life. It is nutrition, we need it. But I think we have these days lost track of the meaning of food. Fortunately, we're living in such good times that food is actually quite abundant in various forms, where we don't even understand what's in our food, right?
Correct.
So I think the crucial, and we are going through an obesity epidemic everywhere. So I think we do need to go back to, focusing on what we're eating, because it does play a part on how you feel. So for me, food has to be in its purest form, right? I personally advocate a colorful vegetarian diet and actually knowing where your product has come from.
Right.
And actually trying to cook as much as you can, trying to cook all your meals and prepare them as much as you can, essentially. Mm-hmm. So yes, I always advocate a fresh, predominantly plant-based, home-cooked diet, which has been cooked with a lot of soul. Now, this is another topic. It's when I talk about preparation of food must be done with soul. It's almost like you have to prepare food with love, because that love translates into whoever you're feeding it.
In fact, ask yourself, when are you the most content? After a nice, square, simple home-cooked meal, or something that you ate at a hotel in a buffet, which is all-you-can-eat buffet? Are you really satisfied with that buffet, or are you more satisfied with a nice home-cooked meal? And I think also acknowledging the fact that a lot of us are leading satellite lives, wherein we don't have that comfort of someone cooking for us. Our lifestyles have become fast-paced, so we're not maybe have the time. But I think pulling out that time over the week, or finding the time, making that effort, which not only just benefits you physically because you're having good fresh food, but also your mind and your heart because you've cooked a meal that you're eating. So,
I absolutely agree. Unfortunately, yes, you're right about the not being very time rich these days. But actually, the most important time spent is meal preparation, which we've completely forgotten about. It's work and all these other things are important, but food preparation, you have to dedicate the time for food preparation and sitting and eating your food. Food is not something you mess around with. Food is really important, and focusing on nutrition. Nutrition is important from the time a child is born.
All of these, in fact, I'm glad you brought it up. These days, the shortcut way of nutrients, multivitamins, tablets, powders, those protein shakes, and there's so much available in the market. All of these important things, nutrients and minerals which you get from a fresh produce, is now available on the shelf in a bottle. Is that not good enough?
So it goes back to actually nature has been developed in such a way that it is there to provide you with all your needs, everything that you need. So as I said, the more varied your diet is, the more colorful it is, the more plant-based it is. Yes, almost all your vitamins will be covered. Yeah, the cat is out of the bag, right? The diet plays a part in your hormone profile. It's as simple as that, and that's how it's making you feel. It's then interplaying with your energy levels and your motivation. So it's straightforward. The evidence is out there.
As a happiness coach, I will tell you that all of this, the other junk food stuff, has its value in terms of feel good factor as well. It does give you, but it's a momentary happiness as well.
That's really important, actually. So you've hit the nail on the head. The other coping mechanism that we come across is stress and food, stress and comfort eating. It's a very vicious cycle, and just like anything that has that temporary sort of happiness feeling, the food does the same thing. So you must recognize when this is happening, because you may not realize that you're doing that. So if you're feeling stressful and you've reached out for that cupboard of the fridge, you're going wrong, and you actually need to recognize that the stress is setting in and looking for a different more positive mechanism, whether it's meditation or whether it's going out for exercises or whether it's speaking to someone, then reaching out for comfort food.
And it's very, very easy to grab that tub of ice cream, or grab that big bar of chocolate, or grab the bottle in the fridge, right? Grab a bottle of alcohol. But the true secret, or the true victory, is you changing the scenario or the situation immediately. Get out of the house, get away from all of that temptation. Instead, just take a walk. Just get yourself away from that stressful scenario. It may take longer to calm yourself down. I agree, because we've seen that happening. A bite of chocolate will calm you down immediately, but is it sustainable? That's the question.
It's not.
And it's got its detrimental consequences as well, as against a nice long walk, and the happiness or the peace that you find in that long walk will be longer lasting than that bar of chocolate, because that bar of chocolate will have you grabbing another one within the hour, and that's a guarantee. Right. Ali, that's been really insightful. So as a parting thought, any hacks or tips, tricks that you'd like to share based on the two things that we've discussed today, physical health, food? What would be your quick tips to share with our viewers?
Quick tips. Okay, fine. Physical health. Yeah, get exercising. 75 minutes intense exercise, 150 minutes of slow exercise. It doesn't matter. It could be hoovering, it could be doing press ups, it could be climbing the stairs. Don't give structure to your exercise. Just do something. Don't sit for long periods of time. From a nutrition point of view, soulful, home cooked food made with love. It doesn't have to be fancy. It can be simple, but try and make it at home. Try and understand the ingredients you're putting in. Try and source your food organic, local.
Yeah.
Eat local, eat seasonal. We've done this for thousands of years. We've just been spoiled for choice. Just keep it simple with food. And I think those two things, if you do them really well, they can combat stress in themselves, because in themselves, they're quite creative concepts as well. You're focusing on physical health and improving your physical health and cooking. They're quite creative concepts. So, I think they'll go a long way to make you feel a lot better and happier.
Wow, that is amazing, and a really insightful conversation, Ali. Thank you for taking the time out today. I think that's all what we want. As Dr. Ali's prescription.
That's it.
A fresh cooked meal, a workout a day, and you're keeping the doctor away.
You can see there was no prescription pad out here. I didn't talk about any medication. It was just simple steps to try and make yourself feel better. And you may never need me again. I might be out of a job.
Thank you, Ali. Thank you so much for that.
That's all right.